Welcome back, kids. We're continuing on our computer studies. So it is still me, Fali Alice, and we are still on computer studies for beginners. Lesson 2 Types of computers, learning objective, and at the end of this class, you'll be able to understand more on computer. So, a computer comes in different shapes, sizes, and levels of power. You may think of a computer as a laptop, a desktop, but computers are actually found in many places around us. Your smartphone, your ATM, your school server, and even some machines used in the hospitals. For example, a student may need a laptop for schoolwork, while a large organization may use a server to provide information and services to many computers. So in this lesson, you will learn six types of computer. The first one is the desktop. A desktop computer is a computer designed to be used in one location, such as home, school, office, computer laboratory. Desktop computers usually not designed to be carried around like laptops. Where are desktop computers used? They are used in schools, in offices, computer laboratories, at home, in the hospitals as well. So let's move to second one, laptop computer. A laptop is a portable computer that can be carried from one place to another. Unlike a desktop computer, a laptop has many of its components built into one device, including screen, keyboard, touchpad, battery, speakers, mouse. Because it has a rechargeable battery, a laptop can be used without being connected directly to a power outlet. For a period of time, where are laptops used? They are used by students, teachers, business people, and so on. Third one is tablet. A tablet is a portable computer that usually has a touch screen as its main method of interaction. Unlike a traditional laptop, many laptops do not have a permanently attached physical board. Users can interact with a tablet by tapping, swiping, scrolling, typing on the touchscreen, using a stylus on interpreted devices. Where are tablets used? Tablets can be used for reading, online learning, watching educational videos, browsing the internet, and so on. The fourth one is smartphone. A smartphone is a mobile device that combines communication features with many computing functions. A smartphone can be used to make calls, send messages, browse the internet, take photographs, watch videos, use application, attend online classes, send emails, store information. Although a smartphone is small, it contains a processor, memory, storage, operating system, and other components that allow it to function well by performing computing tasks. The fifth one is server. A server is a computer that provides services, information, or resources to other computers and devices over a network. Think of a server as a central computer that helps other computers access something they need. For example, a school may have a server that stores files or information that authorized students and teachers can access through the school's network. Servers are commonly used by schools, banks, businesses, hospitals, websites, government organizations, and so many other platforms. The sixth one is supercomputer. A supercomputer is an extremely powerful computer designed to perform very complex calculations and process huge amounts of data at very high speeds. Supercomputers are not normally used for everyday activities like typing, school assignments, or watching movies. They are used for specialized tasks such as scientific research, weather and climate modeling, space research, complex simulations, engineering researches, and so on. So these are example of a desktop. This is an image of a desktop. The first one is a laptop. You can see the image of a laptop. Then the third one is a tablet. So this is the image of a tablet in case you see it at home. We have the smartphone. You make use of that every day. So this is how a smartphone looks like. Then this is a server. The FTP is the server. So that is how a server looks like. And then this one is a supercomputer. So it is not just used by one person, it is used for complex activities. So this is the comparison between all the six types of computers. I'll be adding it to my caption. Do out to go and read it, or you can also download it. So it is free. Yes, it is free. All right, so these are questions I have for you. Which computer would you choose as a laboratory teacher? You want a small touchscreen device mainly for reading and watching lesson. Which one of the computer will you go for? Kindly attempt these questions. So thank you so very much for watching this till the end.